y fue similar el gol. Fue pase de Mbappé a Bellingham a Mbappé y el gol de Mbappé.
Se está cocinando algo entre Mbappé y Bellingham.
El problema del Madrid fue la defensa. Porque este partido el ataque bien, pero la defensa mal.
El partido, la verdad, que fue algo bastante vergonzoso ver cómo el Bernabéu pedía a Vallejo. Eso creo que nadie lo debería bancar nunca. O sea, literalmente Twitter Madrid parecía que estaba en el Bernabéu pidiendo que entre Vallejo, hermano. Entró Vallejo y efectivamente 2 goles en 2 minutos. O sea, coincidencia no es que entró el peor central de la Liga Española. Esa es la verdad.
Está pasando.
No hay un central peor que Jesús Vallejo en la Liga Española.
Pero
Vallejo... Yo creo que tú sacas a Gerard Piqué, presidente de la Kings League, del retiro.
Y lo mete.
Y es mejor que Vallejo.
Eso probablemente. Ahora, esto fue un partido que acabó 11 contra 11 y no sé si también está de acuerdo conmigo, debe acabar 10 contra 11.
Claro. No, 100% debía acabar 10 contra 11. O sea, el Alavés, muchas le perdonaron que debieron ser doble amarilla al Alavés. 10 falta, 0 tarjeta amarilla, yo estoy de acuerdo. Es que no fue 11 contra 11. Ahí tú estás equivocado, fue 12 contra 11. El Alavés jugó con el árbitro.
No sé si fue a la vez, porque ¿cómo se llama? A Hendrik le perdonaron una roja.
¿Cómo le perdonaron una roja?
Es de cárcel esa roja.
¿Cómo le perdonaron una roja? Lo empujaron, hermano.
Ajá, ahí.
No, yo entiendo lo que tú dices. Hendrik es un jugador que
joven.
Yo no sé cómo o por qué, pero él se deja ver. O sea, él entra y lo primero que hizo fue lo jalaron, le dio al palo, boom. Un segundo.
Es verdad, es verdad.
O sea, después tuvo un chance, después le dio una pata a otro pana. Recuerden que este mismo Hendrik, que era un amistoso contra el racismo, versus España en el Bernabéu, entró y lo primero que hizo fue darle golpe a Cucurella.
O sea, pero de carajo. De meterle el pie para tumbarlo.
Pero es que se nos está olvidando que este hombre no viene de la Masía, no viene de los partidos de los juveniles de España, de UEFA Youth Cup. No, este pana viene del fútbol sudamericano, de Libertadores, donde a él lo agarran y le jalan los pelos, donde eso no es falta. O sea, viene de literalmente agresión cada 2 segundos.
Eso es verdad.
O sea, él está acostumbrado a esto. Además tiene 2 piernas que parecen...
Sí. Dos pegamías.
Para mí, lo de Hendrik no era para roja.
¿Cómo va a ser para roja?
Es algo naranja.
No.
Porque si tú miras lo que pasó realmente, es que en la jugada anterior, el defensa había empujado a Hendrik sin balón y sin ningún tipo de razón. Hendrik lo que hizo fue devolverse. Y cuando pasa en el fútbol que tú le devuelves algo a alguien, usualmente no es roja, es amarilla para cada uno.
Sí, pero él te hace así, tú le haces así. No, él te hace así y te patea en los granos.
Pero es que él no lo pateó, él ni le dio bien.
No le dio bien.
O sea, él casi le da.
Era roja de cara. Era de cara.
Para mí no, ¿en serio?
Sí.
Para mí no era roja de cara.
O sea, no es solo que es roja, es que tú sabes que si es roja directa, te quitan más partidos. O sea, era roja y 2 partidos.
Tú lo vas a querer elegir el de Hendrik,
No, es roja. Aquí
Tú no quieres ver a
en
Hendrik jugando
China,
fútbol.
en RD y en la Kings League es roja.
Yo creo que tú no quieres ver a Hendrik jugando fútbol.
No, simplemente yo creo que incluso le viene bien esa roja. Porque él se da cuenta, mierda, no estoy en Brasil. Si le doy a alguien en los granos, me sacan roja.
Qué pena que pienses así.
Lo aterrizan en la vida real.
Qué pena que pienses así.
O sea, que te ha aterrizado.
Para mí no era roja. Otra cosa negativa que salió de este partido es que aunque Bellingham y Mbappé cocinaron,
Sí.
Mbappé se lesionó.
3 semanas. Fuera.
3 semanas Mbappé out.
Se pierde el derby, que es cagada total.
Y, ok, hablemos del derbi entonces. Porque es lo más importante. El partido más importante de Real Madrid lo que va de temporada. El partido que la temporada pasada perdieron.
Efectivamente.
¿Con quién saldrá de titular Ancelotti? ¿Tendrá cojones para meter a Hendrik o a Güler de titular? ¿O va a poner a Modric y jugarán 4-4-2? Rombo.
Sí.
Eso es lo que parece, ¿no?
Sí. Si conocemos a Ancelotti, él va a hacer eso. Si se pone un chin... Mira, hoy estoy juguetón. Como mucho Güler. Hendrik no. Si no fue titular ni contra el Alavés, no.
Sí, pero no fue titular con Alavés porque estaba Kylian, no tiene Mbappé.
Claro, pero tú tenías que rotar.
Sí, en verdad para mí probablemente será Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Modric, Valverde.
Exacto, y Camavinga llega. O sea que cuidado que no pongan ni a Camavinga.
No, Camavinga no va a ser titular, no creo.
Espero que no.
Primer entrenamiento de la temporada.
Claro, pues cuidado. Pero no creo que Hendrik sea titular.
Sí, yo tampoco creo. Honestamente, ¿qué yo hiciera? Yo pusiera a Hendrik de titular. Yo jugara a Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Valverde.
¿En el Bernabéu, verdad?
No, en Civitas.
Ah, mira. Pues no. Si fuera el Bernabéu lo pongo. El Civitas no lo pongo.
Pero recuerda que por él estar jodiendo con la alineación, metiendo a Modric de titular. En el Civita la última vez que el Madrid fue,
Sí,
se
te
comieron,
mataron.
creo que fueron 3.
Te mataron. Pero no sé, Hendrik es un estadio en el que le van a pitar a todo el mundo. Los mismos jugadores del Atleti lo van a buscar. Ahí sí yo veo la roja. O sea, eso está de que me meto en la casa de apuestas antes del partido y apuesto por roja de Hendrik.
El OneXBet, con el código los
En OneXBet de una.
Con el
De
QR
una.
que está en pantalla.
Exactamente.
Tú lo acabas de escanear y no te
¿Te
dice
ves?
nada. OneXBet, señor, la mejor casa de apuestas de todo tiempo. Entra, apuesta que le van a sacar roja a Hendrik, según dicen. Vas a hacerte millonario. También vamos a hacer un segmento de predicción del partido. Vamos a predecir 7.000. Yo creo que gana el Madrid. Y yo pondré dinero en OneXBet con el código los escaneando el QR que te pone a que gane el Madrid.
Yo simplemente entraré al link que está en la descripción y apostaré a victoria. No, empate Real Madrid Atlético 1-1.
Loco, ojalá salga con Hendrik. Pero bueno, probablemente saldrá con.
Probablemente va a salir con Modric. Jugó el Barça también, Barça Getafe, con otro gol de Lewandowski que ya lleva 7 goles y 2 asistencias en liga en solamente 7 partidos. Probablemente el mejor Lewandowski que hemos visto desde que llegó al Barça, esa es la verdad. El Barça que fichó a Chesney.
Chesney, bro, lo sacaron del retiro. ¿Hay algún club que tenga más mística que el Barcelona que puede sacar un jugador del retiro? Eso es mística, bro.
Tiene mucha aura ahora mismo.
Loco, eso es aura. O sea, que tú saques un tipo del retiro, un pana que se retiró.
Se retiró.
O sea, eso es aura, loco. A mí nadie me saca de mi retiro después que yo me retire de ser un experto en fútbol.
Cuando tú te retires, ¿qué tú haces, bro, con tu vida?
¿Qué yo voy a hacer con mi vida?
Sí. No, importante. ¿Con cuánto tú te piensas retirar?
Yo nunca me retiraré, hermano.
O sea que
Nunca pienso retirar.
con 50 tú vas a estar haciendo videos.
Depende del tipo de video, tú sabes. Ya pueden ser otro tipo de content.
Ah, ¿tú puedes hacer otro contenido?
Puede ser.
Te vas a dedicar a...
No sé, quizá a los 50 yo sigo duro. O sea, ¿cómo te explico? O sea, duro.
Ah, un contenido de gimnasio.
Facts. Back and share.
Bien.
Loco, ¿de verdad ficharon a Chesney?
Me parece un buen fichaje. Porque se está hablando... La primordial era la última semana o él o que lo Navas. Y si yo me tengo que quedar con uno de los dos, me quedo con Chesney, que la temporada pasada estaba jugando.
¿Y que lo Nava también?
No, él no jugó la pasada.
¿Él fue agente libre una temporada completa?
Yo creo que sí, ¿no? Sí, según yo tengo entendido, él no jugó la pasada.
Loco, que yo estaba twerking, loco, para que lo fichara el Barça, loco.
Ya. Bueno, no tanto como Claudio Bravo, que dijo estoy ready.
Otro que lo iban a sacar del retiro.
Llámeme. Estoy aquí.
Vamos a ver, loco, va a ser interesante lo que pasa con Chesney. O sea, tan malo Iñaki Peña que tuvieron que buscar un retirado a un acabado, literal. O sea,
Sí.
literal un acabado.
Yo creo que pueda pasar acabando lo mismo que con Lunin. Que ficharon a Kepa
Y ganan la Champions.
y Lunin acaba de ser titular como sea.
Ya, dice Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique, que es ídolo del Barça,
Sí.
ganó triplete con el Barça. De los mejores entrenadores de la historia.
Que es curioso, porque él jugó en el Madrid
También jugó en el Madrid.
antes que el Barça.
Pero jugó en el Barça. Es más del Barça del Madrid.
Sí.
Criticó, le habló malísimo del Barça de su compañero Xavi cuando se iban a enfrentar en Champions.
Dijo, juegan como el Eibar. Eran todo pelotas largas, balones largos.
Él no dijo nada nuevo.
En verdad, ¿no?
El Barça de Xavi jugaba así.
Jugaba a eso.
O sea, yo imagino que ahora los fans del Barça, ver este Barça de Hansi Flick y compararlo con el Barça de Xavi.
No, no tiene sentido.
Es como que si tú bebes agua y después tú bebes Coca-Cola cero súper fría.
Sí. Es literalmente otra cosa.
De botella de cristal.
Oh. Top.
O sea, la verdad es que el Barça de Xavi jugaba como el Eibar de sabrá Dios quién es el entrenador de ese.
Mendilibar.
Exacto. De ese random. Que ya no logró valer con Sevilla también. O sea, literal. Al final Luis Enrique sí es un genio.
Es un genio. Lo que sí me sorprende es lo que tú dices, que él no se corte nada para acabar a su compañero Xavi.
Es que para mí no son tan amigos. Para mí Luis Enrique es muy cortante, loco. Luis
No,
Enrique
de que lo es. O sea, el tipo tiene, junto con Mourinho, la mejor declaración en la rueda de prensa. Tú sabes una de las últimas, él dijo, si a mí me bajaran un 25%, 50% del sueldo por no hablar en prensa, yo lo haría.
Pero es el mejor deal en la historia del deporte.
Te digo, el tipo es
O sea, te imaginas que loco, te bajas un 25% para que tú no hables. Top.
top. Te digo, él dice, dámelo, dale.
Bueno, ¿eso es eso o es que él tiene bastante dinero?
También. No, dinero tiene. Si estaba con el Barça.
¿Tú crees que él tiene más que
Bartomeu.
yo? Tú y yo streameamos en Kick.
Bueno.
¿Tiene más que nosotros?
Sí.
Luis Enrique.
¿A él le pagaba a Bartomeu? El Manchester United, como decíamos, empató con el 20. Y vi la reacción más graciosa posible ahorita en TikTok. El tipo dice, Erik ten Hag, tú entrenabas en la liga holandesa. ¿Por qué te fichamos? Porque tú ganaste la liga holandesa. Y ahora tú vienes en Inglaterra, jugamos contra un equipo holandés que es de los peores de la tabla y tú empatas. ¿Qué diablo tú haces aquí?
Loco, o sea, de verdad, ¿cuántos años tenemos hablando mal de Ten Hag? O sea, el primer año en la historia de los fútbol estaba Ten Hag en el United ya.
¿Es verdad?
Sí.
Ah, pero acabado de fichar.
Sí.
¿Verdad?
O sea, ¿hasta qué momento seguirá Erik ten Hag? O sea, es que
No
de
sé.
verdad no puede ser.
No entiendo, no sé. No sé. Y ya no los jugadores, porque es que el United, no te voy a decir que tiene una buena plantilla, pero no tiene una plantilla para empatar con el 20. Ahora, es lo que yo siempre te digo, lo acabamos. Se merece que lo acaben, sí. Tú mira el gol que le meten al United y él no puede hacer nada. Si Eriksen, si la roba, creo que el Licha Martínez, le cae la pelota a Eriksen, Eriksen se queda como un bobolón, se gira, se la roba y le meten gol. Pero él no tiene nada que hacer ahí tampoco.
Bueno, pero no tiene nada que hacer y teniendo nada que hacer no le puede ganar un grande en Premier.
Ya.
Nunca hace nada en Europa. Los últimos 9 partidos solamente en Europa ha ganado 1. O sea, Erik ten Hag, la verdad que en Europa necesita de alguien.
Si él gana,
Necesita de alguien que jugó en el United.
si él gana un título en la temporada, nos tenemos que tatuar la cabeza de Ten Hag.
No, si él gana un título de temporada, tú te tienes que pelar cago conmigo.
Ajá, ¿y por qué pierdo yo solo? O sea,
Porque ya yo he hecho bastantes apuestas a las que yo pierdo yo solo.
like what?
Como el beso con Mike.
Que eso tú lo cambiaste en directo.
¿No?
Sí. Está bien.
Loco,
¿Lo piensas?
en verdad, el karma. Ten Hag es una prueba viviente de que el karma existe.
Y sí.
Ten Hag es una prueba viviente de que cuando tú tratas mal a un GOAT, eventualmente el karma se devuelve.
O sea que la porta te va a llegar también. Eso es lo que estamos
En mi
diciendo.
opinión le llegó ya. Tiene una deuda más grande que la de nosotros y la de nosotros no es pequeña.
Y hablando ahora de cosas menos importantes, River, que le gana a Colo Colo en la Copa de Libertadores.
Hermano, ¿y por qué menos importantes cuando hablas del padre de Boca?
Es que tú sabes como cuando el Madrid pierde antes de llegar a la semi de Champions y ya esa Champions no dan ningún tipo de emoción. Esto es lo mismo. Si Boca no la juega, pues pierde.
Lo que pasa es que Boca no la ha jugado desde el día 1, hermano. Acuérdate que Boca juega Sudamericana.
Es lo que te digo. Esta edición de la Copa Libertadores es, bueno.
Yo creo que estás hablando desde un punto de vista del aficionado que no puede disfrutar de noches de Libertadores, que de hecho no puede ni disfrutar noches de Sudamericana porque no están ya en la Sudamericana. River le ganó a Colo Colo, se fue domado a Arturo Vidal, que podemos decir que Arturo Vidal es el eterno hijo del Madrid y ahora es el eterno hijo de River. Se la pasó la semana entera hablando porquería, en la cancha hablando porquería, y Armani, bro, vamos a ser sinceros, no es Casillas.
La verdad que
No es Courtois.
tiene un mundial.
Le hizo una mague, bro, que puso a Vidal a comer tierra, papá. A Arturo Vidal en su área, Armani se lo llevó.
¿Tú crees que deberíamos invitarlo algún día a Arturo Vidal aquí?
No, yo creo que él vio mi tweet ayer.
¿Él lo vio?
Yo creo que él vio mi tweet antes de ayer. Que yo dije, el hijo de River y el hijo de River y del Madrid.
Yo vi uno mejor que ese. Que era... Él mismo subió un tweet una vez, una foto de sus hijos durmiendo. Y él puso... nenes, sigan durmiendo. Que sus padres tienen que trabajar y meter a Chile en el Mundial. Y uno le hace quote y dice, bueno, ya han pasado 7 años y Chile no ha clasificado al Mundial.
Seguirán durmiendo los hijos de
Espero
River.
que no sigan durmiendo.
Loco, gol de Colidio para meter a River en semifinal de Libertadores. Una final que será en Buenos Aires.
Ojo.
Pero bueno, se va a jugar en Buenos Aires la final. Y ellos están en semis contra el Club Atlético Mineiro. Y del otro lado está Botafogo, ¿no? Es el equipo de Botafogo. Botafogo y esperando que se defina la semifinal entre Flamengo y Peñarol.
Lo que le importa a la gente. Se juega, vamos a decir que al final sí el Monumental. 30 de noviembre. River, Botafogo. ¿Tú vas a ver a tu equipo al estadio?
Obviamente, hermano. ¿Tú crees que yo voy a ser como tú? Que el día de la final de tu equipo Libertadores estaba en la playa con una body.
Sí, pero...
Fue mal que dije body. A expareja tuya.
Sí, la verdad que es un poco feo.
Mala mía. Con tu expareja.
Ahora sí, muy bien. Bro, pero hay prioridades en la vida.
No, evidentemente.
Eso, ¿verdad?
Evidentemente. Mira, si River llega a la final de la Libertadores y en la final es el Monumental, iré al Monumental a ver a River.
Bien.
El 30 de noviembre. La pregunta es, ¿ganará la Copa Libertadores Club Atlético River Plate?
Esa es la pregunta. Yo digo no.
Yo digo que eres un dolido.
La vuelve a ganar un equipo brasileño.
Yo creo que la ganará River
¿Ok?
y la ganará en casa. Quedan 3 partidos. 2 de ellos en casa. Uno en semifinal contra el Club Atlético Chiqueiro
Top.
y la final contra Peñarol.
Final Peñarol.
Y ahí quedó más un equipo uruguayo en la final. Gol de Colidio y termina 1-0 gol de Colidio.
Y justo a un equipo que te la suda el Peñarol, o sea.
No, a mí me encanta el Peñarol. Yo salí en un video de presentación de ellos.
Ajá, ya.
Maxi, ¿es Maxi o Patri? No me acuerdo. Creo que él se llama Maxi Patri. Una cosa así. Maxi, un saludo para Maxi desde Peñarol. Tenemos que llegar a la final de la Libertadores si llega.
No, mira, si llega a River y ahí es confirmar el Monumental, banco. Que como quiera, piensa, los 30 de noviembre, la fecha que íbamos, es lo mismo.
Claro, porque vamos el 1 de diciembre.
Exactamente lo mismo.
Hay 3 días más que me van a pasar facturas esos 3 días.
Noticias. Rafael Varane se retira del fútbol.
Loco, se retiró Rafael Varane, hermano, por lesiones
Duro.
de la rodilla. Un tipo que se retira con un mundial, si no me equivoco, con 4 Champions. Un tipo que...
Él estaba... 4 Champions.
Élite en el Madrid. Para ti, Rafael Varane es una leyenda del fútbol.
Yo creo que... O sea, les quiero bajar el valor, pero estaría feo decir que no. O sea, imagínate que yo te doy un jugador sin nombre y te digo, este jugador ganó 4 Champions, en las 4 siendo titular, ganó...
En la primera no fue tanto.
No fue tan titular, pero bueno.
Sí fue titular en la final.
Exacto. Ganó un mundial siendo titular. Ganó...
Siendo, además de titular, clave y un nivel élite en eso.
Élite. Ganó Copa del Rey, Liga. Su último partido, te digo, se retiró en su último partido ganando la Carabao Cup titular con el United.
No, su último partido él se lesionó con el Como.
Él no llegó a jugar,
Él se lesionó con el Como, ¿no?
pero él no llegó a jugar. O sea, lo ficharon y él nunca llegó a jugar un
¿No fue que
partido.
lo sacaron? Yo vi
No.
una foto de que lo sacaron del partido.
No, él no llegó a jugar. Literal, sus palabras son, me retiro del fútbol ganando mi último trofeo. O sea, que mi último partido fue ganando un trofeo con el United.
Es un tipo,
Es una leyenda, o sea,
es
sí
un
o
tipo
sí.
que se le pegan los trofeos, quizás un poco infravalorado en lo que es en la historia del deporte.
Claro.
Creo que es un jugador que siempre ha sido muy callado, que nunca ha generado mucho ruido. De hecho, cuando se fue del Madrid fue un jugador que no generó tanto ruido.
No.
Creo también que nos olvidamos de cómo fue que Varane entró a la escena. O sea, la temporada 2011-2012, Varane entró en un clásico con 18 años, se
Metió
padrió
gol.
a Messi, se padrió a Fábregas, metió gol. O sea, era un jugador que prometía bastante y que terminó siendo un grande del fútbol y probablemente una leyenda del fútbol francés, que de hecho tiene que poner un 11 histórico de Francia. ¿Por qué no ponerlo de central?
Pues está. Uno de los muchos fichajes estelares que hizo Mourinho en su carrera.
Varane entra en un top 10 central histórico.
Yes, I remember you.
Rafael Varane.
Ok. Maldini, Nesta, Cannavaro, Puyol, Piqué, Sergio Ramos,
Pepe,
Pepe, Vidic,
Van Dijk,
John Terry, Van Dijk, Ferdinand. No entra.
Puede estar por encima. Aún así no entra. porque-
Aún así no entra. Porque nos dejamos Beckenbauer, Baresi. No entra.
No entra ni matado, ni corriendo.
Hablando de centrales italianos, habló Antonio Cassano y dijo, Cristiano Ronaldo no sabe lo que es jugar al fútbol.
¿Qué habla?
Él puede meter 3.000 goles y no me importa, me da igual. Jugadores que saben jugar bien al fútbol, Higuaín, Lewandowski, Benzema, Agüero, Ibra, Suárez, etcétera, ellos saben jugar fútbol en el equipo. Pero Cristiano, ¿cuál es su objetivo? Gol, 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 gol.
¿Qué habla Casano? Casano, tú lo que eres un dolido. Tú lo tienes súper adentro, de Cristiano específicamente.
Y espérate, que él agrega un poco
Súper
más.
adentro.
Durante las últimas 3-4 temporadas del Madrid, CR7 era un delantero centro. Él siempre ha sido un extremo izquierdo. Ahora tú quieres ponerlo junto a otro atacante. La única mención como común denominador, Higuaín, Agüero, Lewandowski, Benzema, Ibra, Suárez, es que ellos sí sabían jugar con sus compañeros. Cristiano no.
Loco, tú lo que eres un hater, Casano.
La verdad que es un dolido de la vida y creo que va a ser más recordado por esto que por lo que hizo en el fútbol, la verdad.
No, ni por eso, es muy irrelevante. ¿no?
Es un irrelevante de la vida. Es un desubicado, la verdad.
Bueno, el Atleti ganó hoy con un gol en el minuto 90 de Julián. Está de vuelta Julián. Julián Álvarez is back.
Julián is back.
¿Qué tú crees?
Yo creo que Julián...
Acuérdate que hubo una persona que nos dijo que esta temporada Julián Álvarez tendrá más goles en Liga que Mbappé. Ese fue su facto.
Tírate un facto, ¿verdad? Bueno, yo dije que le iba a meter más de 30 goles. Yo me acuerdo de eso. Igual me estoy quizás repitiendo un poco, pero yo creo que un buen escenario para demostrarlo va a ser este derbi. Imagínate que Julián, bueno, Mbappé ya no, obligado, pero Julián sí va a jugar. ¿Y si el Atlético gana con doblete de Julián?
¿Tú te imaginas que el Atlético gana con doblete?
Si el Atlético gana con doblete de Julián, además de nosotros también por el partido, probablemente esa noche, aunque sea contra nuestra voluntad, habrá que hacer un stream con la Cobra riéndose en tu cara.
Eso no puede pasar, no.
Eso no puede pasar.
Loco, ¿viste que el Club América ganó la Campeones Cup? O sea, en el fútbol de CONCACAF se inventan copas.
¿Qué es la Campeones Cup?
La Campeones Cup, hermano, contra Columbus Crew.
Si la ganó en América, se celebra. Bueno,
es increíble como CONCACAF. Ajá.
Hablando de fútbol irrelevante, el EAFC ganó su primer título con Giroud y Lloris.
Top.
Y parece la Champions.
Loco, anunciamos jugador 12 y 13 de la Kings League, 11, 12 y 13. Tenemos nuevo jugador de la 11, 12 y 13 de la Kings League, Davis Junco. Renovado el Mago Junco, un jugador
La foto de Piqué.
Bro, él hizo un gran split, un gran mundial.
Oye, véanse, qué sé yo, el partido que ustedes quieran de Galáctico, que Davis es de los jugadores que cuando tú ves el partido, tú te quedas con él. Es diferente.
Y además agregamos 2 adiciones al equipo masculino.
Sí.
En el ruso, que
Central.
Es un defensa que bien calidoso para acompañar a César Bernal.
Salida del balón, contundente, cositas.
Y Edgar Torres, que es un 9, porque nuestro equipo nunca tuvo 9.
Nunca tuvo 9.
Y nunca tuvo esa madurez de Edgar, que es un 9, tiene una pierna, una zurda que increíble.
Mira.
Que van a vacunar peluche seguro.
Se lo digo, pocas veces he visto unos highlights de goles que te digo, el tipo no es Messi que se driblea a 10, pero tiene un golpeo, parece Hulk, el brasileño. Es una bomba. Es una bomba.
También anunciamos 11, 2 y 13 para Galácticas.
Tenemos
nuestro equipo de Presidente Aida. Tenemos a 3 cracks.
Una,
Hilary García. Otra jugadora dosa. Hilary García, que era titular en Primera División hace unos meses.
Ojo.
O sea, crack.
Hay cositas. Otra, que es una central que me dice el cuerpo técnico que locura. O sea, de verdad, la gente le va a encantar. Lisette,
que jugaba en el mejor equipo de función de femenino.
es muy buena, una central con garra. Y por último, Susan Romero, si no me equivoco. Susana Romero.
La mejor talachera del fútbol 7. Otra
calidosa.
Élite, otra crack. Señores, así es. Tenemos a cracks. Se vienen Galácticas. Yo te voy a decir la verdad. Yo estoy muy emocionado por la Kings League.
Sí.
Porque creo que tenemos 2 malditos equipazos.
Yo también.
Vamos a estar, obviamente, presentes.
¡Vamos!
Presentes en la jornada 1 de la Kings League Santander y de la Queens League 8.
Tanto para ver a las chicas como para ver a los chicos.
Okay.
Vamos a estar directo en Kick. Todos los partidos desde ahora en adelante de la Kings League, todos los directos en general de los jueguitos van a ser en Kick. Así que si tú todavía no tienes Kick, no puedes ver el partido de Galácticos. Así que vean nuestro
Descárgalo,
Kick,
bro.
que va a estar en la descripción. Y danos follow, está pendiente porque vamos a tener partidos por ahí. Nuestro primer partido contra Peluche Caligari va a ser Kick. Y nuestro partido también contra muchachas de Galácticas. Vamos a estar reaccionando en nuestro Kick. Aida también tendrá su Kick para que también la puedan ver por ahí.
Buenísimo.
Y fuego.
Eso es todo lo que tenemos en el episodio de hoy.
Eso es todo, señores. Vamos a tener streams en México este fin de... Vamos a estar por Kick, los futbolitos Kick. Recuerden descargarlo, Kick. Y síganos para que tengan ahí. Es muy fácil. Están en todos los celulares, está en la computadora también. Solamente tienen que entrar. Lo mejor de eso es que no hay anuncios. O sea, si tú prefieres ver el partido por el YouTube de la liga o por el Twitch de la liga, te vas a comer anuncios. Si lo ves por nuestro Kick, no va a haber anuncios.
Cero
porque
anuncios.
lo de Peluche Caligari no están aquí. Entonces, nosotros vamos a ser lo único que va a pasar ese partido sin anuncios. Así que, obviamente, descarga Kick y ve a kick.com/lofutbol.
Ya tú sabes, no pierdas tu tiempo, descárgate Kick para que disfrutes del partido y obviamente de estas caras mientras ves el partido que suma 10 puntos. Deja tu like, comenta si te gusta este episodio entre semana y probablemente te guste el video que vamos a dejar por aquí arribita. Chao.
Right, Joe, let's get cracking with the show. A lot of forwards this season on absolute fire.
Yes.
The likes of Haaland, the likes of Kane, banging the goals. And so we thought now would be the perfect time to look at the top 10 forwards in the world. So, in Europe, I suppose. So, the few rules for this one. Do you want to...
Yeah, it works quite well, doesn't it? Because Faisal is on, obviously, European knowledge, Real Madrid fan. We want to chat about not just the Premier League, but Europe-wide, who are the top 10 best forwards in Europe right now. So
On
this
current
season,
form.
On current form. This isn't classic, this isn't huge names. We want to know who you think is flying and who is not flying. Should we start at number 10?
Yes, this is your list.
My list.
Your list. Matisse is going to critique it throughout.
Yeah, he looks ready to critique it.
Ready,
I'm
sitting up, man. There is great shouts.
Yeah.
It's very good that you mentioned this season because my 10th place is
Oh!
Kylian Mbappe.
See, this is interesting because I think a lot of Premier League fans watching from the outside inwards would say Mbappe's got to be like pushing the number 1
And also,
spot.
you're a Real Madrid fan, so I think that's what surprises you having
Yeah,
that
exactly.
low.
He's
Why
got-
is he that low?
He's, of course, on paper it looks good. He's got 7 goals in 9 games, so great on paper. But he's still trying to adapt into this new role with Vinny. That's been a lot of games where they all go on the left-hand side because that's the natural position. I still think he can do better. And when he does play at his best form, he's the best player in the world. At the moment, we still haven't seen it. I think if we did this list maybe 4 months from now, 5 months from now, I think he'll be much higher. But at the moment, he's still...
But in terms
It's
of,
not there.
In terms of 5 goals, 1 assist in 7 La Liga games, what did you expect from a return in his first 7? Did you
Right
expect
now?
It's more about his relationship and chemistry with the rest of the players.
Okay.
I think on paper, like I said, on paper it looks
The
good.
Heavenly Father.
But 3 of them is penalties.
I
So
hope
if
Joshua
you
has a
really-
better
Can
day
he play,
tomorrow.
play in that same side as Vinny, or are they going to want to
Amen.
operate in that
Yes,
exact same
I
style?
think
There you
He
go.
can adapt his game.
I
If
think
that works for
we
you.
we just need to change the system. And once Carlo Ancelotti figures out the system, I think it'll be scary hours for a lot of teams.
Matisse, what are your thoughts on Mbappe at 10?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised he's that low down because I agree with what FaZe was saying on the way that he's playing, not just the statistics, but I have a feeling that he's not potentially even meant to be in the top 10 and there should maybe be players that are going to miss out on this list that have actually been better than Mbappe this season. That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that could well have happened, couldn't it?
Stick him up there.
You're welcome.
Don't reveal too much, but, you know. Right,
Yeah.
number 9. So this is your 9th best forward on current form.
One of my most underrated players in the world at the moment
Yeah,
is
good shout.
Figueres. Last season he had about 42 goals and 17 assists, which is insane.
Yeah.
He won sport in the league. This season he started very well as well, 10 goals in the league already. The questions,
Crazy.
Yeah.
which is in 6
10
games.
goals and 1 assist in 6 league appearances for Sporting. They played last night, won 3-0, didn't
quite
score,
probably.
but 10 goals
It's
already.
insane. The questions about him was always, well, can he do it for Sweden? This so far, the last 2 Swedish games, he's got 3 goals. The questions was about him, can he deliver in the Champions League?
Yeah.
One game, 1 goal already.
Yeah.
I think I look at a lot of clubs in the world at the moment. They need a striker, prolific striker. I look at your team, for instance. You need a striker. He is one of them. I understand why teams haven't signed him, but I think this summer I wouldn't expect him to be a small listener.
Do you know what? I think underrated is a great show. I was sat with my mate watching the playoff final, Coventry Luton, when it went to penalties. And as soon as
Coventry.
went out, he just turned to me and went, "That's Gyökeres gone," because he just knew like the level that you know Coventry fans were calling this for ages. And 52 goals in 57 appearances for Sporting.
Yeah.
Would you have him higher, Matisse, than 9?
There could
On
be a
current
case.
form?
Yeah, on current form there could be a case. On current form, he's one of the best strikers in the world. Like, what I love about him as a player is technically he's refined, he's secure. You see his rise through Coventry in the Championship. That's usually a great, kind of indication that he'll
he
do
can
very well in the
probably
Premier
get
League. He's
some
not like
best-
physically, flawed or anything. And he's got
roadblocks.
such a variety of finishes: left foot, right foot, in
Why?
the air. Great ball striker, can create as well. He's always creating for his teammates as well. He's always got good assist numbers over the years. So I really like him. I think
your mum and
agree,
dad.
He's one of the best forwards out there, and a big team, obviously, in
get him up.
Maybe could be.
Let's get him up and let's have a look at your number 8.
See is where he goes, wouldn't it? If he goes.
Okay.
Number 8 is the man himself, Bukayo Saka.
Okay. Arsenal fans will be saying this is low. I can see them already on social
No,
media
I
saying
think
this is low.
this is not the Premier League. This is the world. I think 8th is sensible. I see a lot of people recently because he's now, of course, tied Henry's record of assisting every single Premier League game so far this season. A lot of Arsenal fans, a lot of rival fans are saying, well, most of his assists are from corners, set pieces, assists. It's not really assists. I mean, it's easy said than done. I mean, if it's that easy,
delivery's incredible.
His delivery is always on point. Like Gabriel deserves a lot of credit for being there.
Do that, bro.
but the ball
I'm not gonna promise you that.
most of the time.
I can't do that.
Spurs as well, against your team as well. Always.
Yeah, like
always
I'm a
on
big
point. If
like
it's that
freaking
easy, then
YouTuber or
anyone can do
something.
it. But
I got
what
like
he's done
3
this
viewers,
season
bro. Come on.
And his impact and his influence.
Come on, fam.
Even if you go back to the Euros, he scored against Switzerland, the final against Spain. He was I think, for me, England's best
He's a
player.
very consistent player for England.
Very consistent.
Is he the best right winger in the world?
No.
Okay.
He's third.
Okay, well, let's pick 8 and we'll be able to discuss.
I've got two.
That's what I wanted to lead on to. The next name that's ahead of him.
The best
Right.
right winger in the Premier League is Mohamed Salah. It's always been Mohamed Salah. It's not going to change anytime soon. I think he is slowly becoming disrespected. I think people.
Wow.
In what way? Go on.
I think people are really underrating what he can do. I think last game, for instance, he never scored. People said,
You
well,
play Roblox?
Salah
No,
with
I
no
don't play
goals,
Roblox,
can't
bro.
do anything. Last
I think
game,
that's
he had
more
an
of a little
assist,
kid game. YouTube
created over
broke
7
like my
chances,
mom.
had over 6 dribbles.
what?
People say that's a very good Eden Hazard performance.
Oh, here we are.
So the thing is with Mo Salah,
YouTube
if he
broke
gives
like
you the
my
goals,
mom.
people say, then where's his general play? If he gives you general play, then say, where's the goals? Then what exactly do you want? I mean, Liverpool this season started very well. Of course, Slot has done very well.
What's
but
your name
one of
on
it comes down
Roblox?
to
I don't
Mo
play
Salah, and I
Roblox,
think
dude.
he's embraced this new creator role where he's helping the team in this new position.
Yeah, 3 goals, 4 assists in 5 Premier League involvements, 4 goals and 7 appearances in all comps. Matisse, let's get your take on. So we'll put Salah up in. Obviously, this is Faisal's list.
Yeah.
Your take on the list so far. Any movement you'd have with these 4? What?
I'm just wondering where Cole Palmer is. You know, if we're talking about Premier League attackers that have contributed with goals, assists.
Cole
that
Palmer
are-
is a 10 this season.
He's an attacker.
He's a 10.
He's an attacker.
The
A 10 does attacking.
the criteria for the video was top 10 forwards, which
It was.
is wingers and strikers. Cole Palmer this season, last season maybe,
Okay.
played on the right hand side. This season he's playing behind the striker, like Nico Jackson.
He's positionally versatile, but okay.
But even so, we see Salah. we see
Should name
Saka,
on
we see
FC.
Salah. But you still don't
I
think
don't
they're
know,
the
I
best
think
right
like
winger in the
Soflo
world.
Nav or something.
For those two.
No, because you've got Rafinha. For me, what he's done this season is an absolute surprise. Of like Barcelona was thinking of even selling him, and there was doubts about it. Like when Lamine Yamal broke through, they had to force him on the left hand side. But this season, incredible. Like he's got 5 goals, I believe 2 assists. He's got a hat trick already this season. But this season, what he's done, he's played on the left hand side into a new role. But he's also played as a 10 when Dani Olmo's been injured, and he was never registered for La Liga. And he's now embracing this team captain because he's a leader now. He's a captain for Barcelona as well. Incredible performance. I think people sleep on what he's done this season, and I hate Barcelona. But the fact that I've got this guy, I absolutely hate. But the fact that I've got this guy,
rise then from like
his
last
rise compared to last season to this season, it's been absolute crazy to see.
Yeah.
That link up, I don't know if you saw the Lamine Yamal ping with the outside of his boots, Rafinha goal. They've been playing some nice stuff, Barca, this
Absolutely.
season.
Really nice.
Right, 6. So we go on to who is your 5th best in from. Now, I think this is crazy.
This is so low.
This is so low.
Third,
Harry Kane's got 10 goals and 3 assists in his last 4 appearances for club and country.
for them
You start
5
with the
goals
dare,
and 4
dude.
assists, 4
I don't wanna
Bundesliga
do
appearances
him.
this season. How is he number 5?
for the penalties, but this
You
is
do
the
the
third best
dares.
striker in the world. I would have had him first and second if it wasn't for the other 2 strikers, which I'll mention quite shortly. But as you mentioned, he's scored in every single Bundesliga game except for 1.
He's ripping it up.
He's doing well. The Champions League, he scored 4 goals that game, 3 of them penalties. But he's done very well this season. And I'm not taking anything from it, but then again, it comes down to company, what he's done to Bayern Munich, the system. Ulisse, I'm
Where's
quite
Elise?
upset.
Where is Elise?
Where is Elise?
That's I got
I'm
both.
quite upset that Ulisse was an honourable. Like he was.
So what? Hang on a minute. You've got Kane in 5 and Elise not in this list. What have you got against Bayern Munich?
That company's done very well, and a shout out to company what he's done after last season, which to show it wasn't that well. But like I said, Kane would have been second higher if it wasn't for my next striker.
Let's get Matisse's thoughts. Should
So-
Kane be higher for you?
So Kane could be higher. I think Elise not being so far in this list, and it doesn't sound like he's going to be in this, I think is crazy. I think Elise is the 2nd best winger on the planet right now.
I disagree.
Right now, I'd have him above all of these guys in terms of what he's
You'd have
capable of
Elise
doing.
above
I think
Rafinha, Salah and Saka.
I think Elise is that good.
Elise-
And I think Gyökeres, maybe he's this low because of the league that he plays in, because I think as a forward, he's probably got to be above those 2 as well.
I think no.
In terms of
no,
form
no,
this
no.
season.
That's a very harsh statement.
Gyökeres has been incredible.
No, I'm not saying him. I'm saying about
Elise?
taking out those 3 to
Have you
bring
seen Elise at Bayern
I've
Munich?
seen Elise. He's
Unbelievable.
had good performances, but start of the season he wasn't that well. All of these has been consistent throughout the whole season.
The season's just started.
It's been 7 games already. It's been 7 games already.
Bro, at least, and for me, at least they've got, especially ahead of Mbappe.
I feel bad. Mbappe, I feel bad for not having Elise, but I think over these, I don't think so. Maybe over Mbappe, but not over Saka. And
at least for me, sitting kind of in there, in between those two.
I disagree.
Okay.
Do you think Elise can be the best winger in the world? Can he be at Lamine Yamal level, like competing with him as that role, being the best right winger in world football?
I think he can. I think he can, but it just comes down to consistency. I think last season with Crystal Palace, he showed us glimpses, but he wasn't consistent. Even at the Olympics with France, he did well in the group stages, but when they needed him, the knockout in the final.
But I think he got 10 goals and 6 assists in the Premier League for Palace last season. 16 goal involvements for the level. That's a good return, is it not?
But that's only when Glasner. That's when Glasner was there. Before Glasner, he was injured at the time. He wasn't really showing it. I think when Glasner came in, that's when Crystal Palace became a bit better.
Right now?
But now with Bayern Munich, this is his chance now. Like he finally got his international cap with France as well this season. So if he can continue, then why not? But I don't think he's the second.
I think he'll be the second.
I don't think so.
I don't need a collar. I'll go see her in a little
I watched
bit.
the highlights of Bayern's game recently.
Pero está bien, I'll call them
post, I think 2 or 3 times in that game they've been.
That's a
And
good
in the
day.
Champions League as well. They are scoring goals for fun by Munich.
Fun.
Right, okay, number 4.
The striker better than Kane.
So you're saying Lewandowski better than Kane? He's having a great season.
Lewandowski this season. This season has been Lewandowski. He's been incredible. Like Barcelona were thinking of offloading him because of the wages, how much he's on. They brought Hansi Flick, and Hansi Flick basically said, you know what, I might bring him back to the Ballon d'Or form, which he was a couple of years ago under Hansi Flick. This season he's been crazy. I mean, the goals he's been scoring, he's clinical. He's moving around the box, which last season he wasn't. He's dropping, he's building. Like what he's done this season is an absolute surprise. Barcelona fans hated him last season. They wanted him gone. They wanted an absolute gun from not just Barcelona, but Spain, the whole world. Saudi Arabia was calling, but the way he's transformed his career is incredible to see.
Do you think that's because he's back working with Flick again?
Yes. I think the system under Xavi, he wasn't being used correctly.
Yeah.
Now under Hansi Flick, he knows him more than anyone else. He's using him in the right position, in the right system, and it's working out.
Yeah, he's having a great season. 7 goals, 2 assists in 7 La Liga appearances. Matisse, your take on Lewandowski at 4?
Yeah, you're definitely splitting hairs between him and Kane in terms of
2 top
very interchangeable, brilliant strikers, and he's in great form. And I think Flick even spoke recently, like he's there to score goals, and that's exactly what he does. So, yeah.
Okay, next up.
Then we've got the best striker in the world, Erling Haaland.
Okay, wow.
Bearing in mind this is on current form, let's go to Matisse first now. Do you think that's low for Haaland 3?
I think it is low. I think he's the most informed player in the world right now. I think the records that he's about to break, not will he, could he will be breaking his own records in the Premier League. I think he's got to be up there as the first person for me. I'm kind of shocked.
Premier League goals this season.
2 hat-tricks.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, insane. 3 and 2, in my opinion, can be rotated. I don't mind where you have them, but I think, like I said, you spoke about 10 goals, incredible start so far, and I think the goal against Arsenal was massive for him because last season all the disrespect. I mean, you had Roy Keane saying he's a League 2 player, so the fact that that goal against Arsenal, I think it changed a lot of things.
Okay, Haaland at 3, which means no doubt there'll be a Real Madrid player in the top 2.
The Ballon d'Or winner of 2024 is of course Vinicius Jr. This season he started very well. Don't look at Real Madrid's season and don't let it cloud your judgment. This guy has been incredible this season. Like, if it wasn't for him, I don't think Madrid would be nowhere near second. I mean, the chances he's created, he's only got a couple of assists because Mbappe can't finish his dinner. I mean,
wow.
Clip that, Madrid fans.
He's had an incredible start, and I'm sure he will continue this moving forward. And like I said, Ballon is about to win something with the Ballon d'Or, which he absolutely does.
Who do you think should win the Ballon d'Or? You chat about Rodri, Jr. Who deserves to win it for you?
I think Rodri. I do. Sometimes I think.
What are you laughing at?
I think Rodri gets forgotten too often, even by myself. And people will be like, why are we not speaking about Rodri? Rodri has, up until the injury, consistently played in that Man City team for the last 2 years, treble-winning Man City team as well previously, and obviously with Spain winning the Euros.
This is so lazy.
And no, it's not lazy, honestly, because you see Vinny for Copa America for Brazil, he did dip a little bit, right? I know he was brilliant for Madrid, he scored in the Champions League final, he was brilliant in knockouts, but Rodri, when have you seen a bad Rodri?
I don't buy it.
You actually don't see it. No, because you know why? Because we do favour attackers. We do love the skill and and we do forget about because when Fabio Cannavaro won, defenders and midfielders can win it, and we need to be a bit more mindful.
Won it because of that.
A little bit more mindful about our midfielders and our defenders.
The Rodri, I don't understand this whole Rodri. I don't understand the Rodri hype. If you said this 2 years ago, when City won the treble, he scored in the Champions League final, he scored in the FA Cup final, maybe I would agree with you. Last season, he was not City's best player. He was Phil Foden last season. Can you all agree on this?
I would probably have gone Rodri.
I mean, Phil Foden got player of the year. You split
again. Maybe
he wasn't
even in PFA's team of the year last season. For Spain, he wasn't Spain's best player in the Euros. He wasn't Spain's second best player. I don't even think it was Nico Williams was better than him. Lamine Yamal was better than him. Danny Olmo was better than him. Even Fabian Ruiz was better than him.
Do you not think there's a consistent theme that he's part of all these teams and he should get credit for that? And he's actually a key player in all of these teams, and he plays.
We're gonna have to move on
brilliantly
from
in all these
Rodri,
teams.
lads. You have to move on.
Faisal's been very vocal about Rodri on a number of
How was
occasions.
Vinny in the Copa America? Huh? How was he in the Copa America?
Brazil was poor.
Right, we've got to go into number one.
Let's go to the player you just mentioned.
Your most informed forward player, number one, top of the tree. Who you gone with?
Lamine Yamal.
Okay.
I mean, what else can I say about this guy? I've said it before. We should not normalize this. A 17-year-old should not be this good. Like, not only is he being very good and performing, he's also entertaining. He's for me the second best entertainer in the world. And not only is he entertaining, he's consistent. This season for Barcelona, they've won 7 out of 7 games. Yeah. He's a massive reason for that. If you go back to Spain, he became the only player in the Euros history to score assists in every single knockout round. No one has done that before.
Yeah, just 16 and 17.
16, 17, and the opponents, it's not Estonia, it's not San Marino.
Yeah, they had a tough
all due respect,
route,
it's France, who's been absolutely one of the best countries in the last 8 years. Yeah. Germany, the host nation, England in the final, and he impacted everything. I've said it before, I think not only is he the best player now, I think he will go down as one of the best players of all time. I think once this is all said and done, he will go down as a top 10 player of all time.
Stick him on, Matisse. Just quickly, your thoughts on that? What you like, what you dislike?
He makes a great case for Yamal because he is incredible. At that age, to do what he does and handle the pressure is ridiculous. I still believe that Haaland should at least be in the top 2. I think his influence in that Man City team is insane, especially when you look at the other parts of the attack. They don't really scream goals, the wingers. But yeah, for me, Noah Elise in the top 10 is my biggest agree.
Yeah, a couple of Elise, I think Luis Diaz as well, 5 goals, Florian Wirtz maybe. But I mean, let us know what you think at home anyway. He's gone Yamal 1 and Mbappe 10. Let us know what you think of that list.
I was chatting rubbish to Trent. Mm-hmm. He messaged me after and said, get home safely. Yeah, after they had won 7-0.
So you said you wear Dennis Bergkamp. Okay, but would you wear, for example, like a David Silva Valencia top?
Oh, these are good questions. Oh, Cams, well done. Well done.
I don't know. It's a tough one because some people are just going to be like, no, I would never wear any rivals.
So I think we're going to get laughed at this precise moment because we are avid Man United supporters. Yeah. But we are wearing Real Madrid jerseys.
But listen, sometimes you just go, yeah, I mean, it's a nice jersey.
But can I be honest? I'm just going to put it out there. Real Madrid and Man United, we're brothers.
Like, yeah.
There's a mutual, there's a mutual respect from both teams. Now, obviously, when we face each other, there's never like a hate towards each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think of games where we beat Real Madrid when Ronaldo scored a hat-trick 4-3.
Yeah.
That game for me,
legendary game.
You know, Ronaldo scoring at Old Trafford, legendary game. You know what I mean? There's respect there. Even Ronaldo did that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're just showing some respect to the club that we've got a lot of respect for. Also,
there's a reason for this.
There's a reason.
There's
and
a
the
reason
next
for this.
episode,
you'll know why.
Will show why. Yeah, now I'm saying. But yeah, my boy Cams is in the building right now.
Come on.
How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Excited for what we're gonna shoot today. And excited for the conversation we're gonna have because it's completely. It's not a breakdown or anything like that. People have, I'm sure by now you've taken in all the Arsenal City content, all of that type of stuff. One thing I'll say is Varane's retired, so big shout out to Varane. You know what I mean?
I did a tribute to him on my Instagram.
Yeah. That true solid CB was a bit crazy.
That wasn't me that said
but
that.
You still reposted it.
No,
so
no, but you see what my caption was.
Yeah, but it's still on your profile.
Okay, but you've done 4 weeks of some crazy things here.
I don't care.
Man,
it's still on your profile. But other than that, you know, there's a topic I want to talk about that I've been asking a few friends, my brothers and stuff, and we've been going in on it for ages. So I want to ask you and see what your take is on it. Yeah. So now, this is the question, right? Now, I want everyone in the comments to get involved. I want everyone that's watching to really, listening as well. Get involved with this with your friends, whoever. Now, the question is, could you wear a rival player's national team kit?
A rival player's national.
So, for example, can you wear a Phil Foden England top?
Impossible.
Impossible.
That's impossible. Oh, that's impossible.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. And do you know why it's impossible? Yeah, because I believe that like international side of things, we all come together.
Yeah.
All right, but we all have our favorites because those favorites. If you support a team that a manager selected, a player from that team, then you're gonna represent that player.
Yep.
But throughout most of the season, we are supporting our club, and 9 times out of 10, that opposition player is causing harm to your club, then also to your mental as well. Phil Foden, like, mad respect for the guy. I would never wear his jersey.
Yeah.
Every single English jersey I've ever worn, bar Michael Owen. Because I've got.
Yeah, but he played for United anyway.
No, but
when he was Liverpool.
I'm talking about Liverpool.
Oh, there we go. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted.
I'll give you the backstory to it.
Yeah, okay. All right, but if Phil Foden said, "Yo, Harry, you're my guy. I've been watching you since I was younger. Here's my top. Come to the Euro final."
I wouldn't wear it.
You wouldn't wear Phil Foden.
And I know Phil Foden would know. Everybody knows, bro, that I'm United over everything. Like I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just because on a day-to-day basis, bro, Man City are man's ops.
Okay.
Same with Liverpool.
Yep.
Same with Arsenal. Same with Chelsea. Same with Tottenham. Like
Tottenham.
So
you wouldn't wear Harry. You wouldn't have worn a Harry Kane.
No, I wouldn't. I would never.
Yeah.
I couldn't because it's like. Now I probably would because
there we go. Now that's my second question. Because, lovely. But go. Let's stay on the first topic.
Because I just think when you're let's have it right. Let's have it right, though, and especially let's have it right. Yeah. You see when England's playing, you put everything aside. Like everyone loves Saka, everyone loves Kane, everyone loves whoever. But when 38 games of the season, bro, that's our thing, and we love international football when England's playing. But outside of that, I don't care.
Yeah. But does it come down to the individual? Is it because Phil Foden embodies Man City? For example, like Trent embodies Liverpool. So
I couldn't wear Trent.
So Trent is impossible. That's what I'm saying. Trent is impossible.
Trent done this the other day.
Yeah,
I remember,
it's impossible.
So just to show you why I couldn't do that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
The individual players, they also hate United as well. They also hate their opposition. I was at Anfield when we lost 7-0, right? And at the touchline, I was chatting rubbish to Trent. He messaged me after and said, "Get home safely." After they had won 7-0, just to show you that it's as much as it is banter, it's serious. These men have grown up with Man United being the best team in England. Now we're not, so it's now, bro. You can't do that.
See, but okay, but
it sounds mad saying it's us to Real Madrid.
But so that means But you would take a jersey from them, though. You would frame a jersey. You've got a Van Dijk jersey framed.
Yes, out of respect for the player.
Yeah, okay.
Individual. Okay, on the Van Dijk jersey, what does it say? You never walk alone. I can't wear that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? But wearing it is like I just think of what will last longer. It's like with ex-players, bro.
Yep.
Ex-players have jerseys of players who they've had beef with.
Yeah.
But when you're in the game and when that player is playing, I can't wear his jersey.
Yeah.
And now, for me personally, I would wear like, I think for me it would have to be a player that is no longer playing in the Premier League.
Now, see, this is where my next question. So do you think, right, it's got to do with it being current players? So, for example, Foden's current, Declan. You wouldn't wear Declan Rice.
No, and
you wouldn't wear these guys.
I've got these jerseys.
Yeah.
I could never wear them. No.
You wouldn't wear them, right? Is it because, one, you are known as a Man United fan, for example, and two, is it because they are current players? So now let's take it back. Would you wear a Dennis Bergkamp Netherlands top?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. But you know, okay, so got me. Got me. No, but okay, so with the Dennis Bergkamp.
He was a rival. He was a rival. But he inflicted.
You see with Dennis Bergkamp, I've always said, that's my favorite Arsenal player of all time. So there's a deeper meaning behind that, right?
But could you wear it,
I
though?
think if I was of this age, when I was watching football, when say for example I was this age when Dennis Bergkamp was playing for Arsenal, I wouldn't wear it. I think, but because he's retired, it's done. Like it's done. But then again, I wouldn't wear.
But that means, but
I wouldn't wear Steven Gerrard.
Yeah,
I wouldn't wear Lampard. I wouldn't wear Thierry Henry.
Would you wear Thierry Henry France top?
I wouldn't.
If for France 1998,
you know me.
France top was there, and it said Henry. No, hold on. Zidane's not a rival. If a France 1998 Thierry Henry top was there, you would not wear it.
I wouldn't.
But you would wear Dennis Bergkamp.
I would wear Dennis Bergkamp.
See, that's what I mean. So it's down to the individual.
It's down to the individual, and also it's down to, for me, like Dennis Bergkamp. As much as he was an Arsenal player, he wasn't someone that possessed that hate. You didn't have no hate for him. Someone like Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, Tony Adams. Perez, Will Todd. These players have got moments in their careers where they were disrespecting, so to speak, Man United. So for me, I couldn't wear an Aguero one because what Aguero stands for as well. Aguero. I couldn't do that.
Steven Gerrard. For example, could you wear? Now, see, this is the next one. Like in a way, so could you wear? Steven Gerrard, and that is obvious. That's just too much. You can never wear Steven Gerrard and stuff. But so you said you wear Dennis Bergkamp. Okay, but would you wear, for example, like a David Silva Valencia top?
Oh, these are good questions. Oh, Cams, well done. All right, okay. So this is another one as well.
A vintage David Silva 2004 Valencia top.
Okay, now you've asked some good questions because David Silva, Valencia, that's a moment in time. That's a moment in time. That's like retro. It's like, it's a respect to him as an individual.
But now, he's also,
he's a rival.
He's got a statue.
He's a rival. Now, there's a reason why I haven't worn it. I would have the shirt signed and have it in my house framed but then I wouldn't, because I'd probably have the Man City one framed because that for me was the best era of him. I'll probably have that, or again the Spanish jersey. Yeah, but I wouldn't wear it. I think wearing a jersey, an international jersey, because this goes back to the original question, wearing an international jersey of a player that plays for a club that is a direct rival to your club, I think is crazy. Okay. But I do think international side of things, it makes it a little bit more digestible because this is for your country. But to answer your question about David Silva, I probably wouldn't wear it.
You wouldn't wear it?
No, I would only wear jerseys, and this is just me being, because I've never done it before, so I'm speaking off my own experience. I would only wear jerseys of players that have not been a direct rival to my team.
But does it then come down to, as we mentioned, it comes down to the individual, but then does it then come down also to what nation, for example, they represent? So, because for example, if there's a player that's from a niche nation, so for example, me, I'm not saying Nigeria is niche, but we don't have as many stars as France and all these teams, Spain. I would have worn a John Obi Mikel Nigeria top while he played for Chelsea.
Fair.
He's our biggest player.
But okay.
He's our biggest player. He's our
all right,
national treasure.
So if he was from Ivory Coast.
Yep.
Yeah. Would you have worn a Didier Drogba shirt?
If I'm a Man United fan? Yeah. And yes.
So you wouldn't have looked at the fact that Didier Drogba is generally...
How though? That's your country's greatest player. Not your greatest player, that's your niche country. So that's like basically saying a Barcelona fan that's Colombian can't wear James Rodriguez. Like, come on, that's their star.
I think there's levels to it, because James Rodriguez is not Radamel Falcao.
Yeah.
I think when we're speaking about,
he might even be. I think they might see him as
James Rodriguez. Obviously, an incredible. He had an incredible World Cup, and obviously that allowed him to go to Real Madrid, right? But Falcao, we're looking at one of the best strikers in Europe.
So you don't think a Real Madrid fan could wear? A Colombian Real Madrid fan couldn't wear Radamel Falcao top? I don't know.
A pig's head was thrown. At Luis Figo.
Yeah.
That should show you enough alone how crazy it is. Now, where I think it gets a bit techie is because with Man United and Man City, Tevez...
No, that's impossible.
Did you get what I'm trying to say? Would you wear a Tevez jersey?
Impossible.
Exactly. So,
but that's
it's circumstantial.
Yeah, it's circumstantial.
Now, I would wear Andy Cole jersey even though he's played for Man City.
Yeah, because
I would wear Schmeichel jersey because even though he's played for Man City.
Yeah.
Because I know that he's prime years were at Man United, and it's not like he wanted to leave; he got sold. So there's a difference.
But right now, we're wearing Real Madrid tops. You're wearing a Rudiger Real Madrid top.
Signed one.
Yeah. A Rudiger signed Rudiger Real Madrid top. He was a Chelsea player.
Yeah.
But you're repping it because he's Salone.
Yeah, because he's my.
This
and
is
again,
what I'm
and I
saying
think so.
now.
What you're saying,
You get what I'm saying?
I hate, but I think,
Now you get it.
But if there was 50 Sierra Leone players,
Yeah.
that were all playing in the top leagues, I don't think I'd be wearing a Rudiger shirt right now. I think it's because, like what you said, going off the fact that Nigeria, John Obi Mikel, when he was playing,
He was our star man.
he was your star man.
Yeah.
Now let's take it back to back in the day when there was JJ Okocha, Finidi George, Taribo West. Like these, there was so many players. Now if all of those players were playing for, let's say, one of them was playing for Arsenal, one of them was playing for Man United or Liverpool or whatever, right? I think it would have been a bit
But
different.
it's the same. Okay, you can say that for
Or Kanu. Would you wear a Kanu jersey?
I would have worn a Kanu jersey, yeah.
But you know that
A
deep
Nigeria
down,
Kanu
deep down,
jersey, yeah.
deep down, you know, it's a bit mad because he
but
played for
it's-
Arsenal.
But then I'm Nigerian, like, so
So you're saying then
I think it
your
also
country
matters.
comes before your club? Because if that's the case,
In certain cases, I would say, yeah. Now, look, yes, I'm from England, but I'm not like English. I classify myself as Nigerian. So even when it comes to like wearing national tops, I've worn Germany tops, I've worn France tops, I would never wear another African country's top. Like you'd never see me walking around wearing Ivory Coast or Ghana or anything. You'll never see me do that. You're saying same as well. But I'd wear different in European teams. I would wear different South American
comes
teams.
down to it being a direct rival with your country
What, in
or
terms
your
of
club.
African team? Yeah.
So you know that Ghana, Nigeria, Egypt, Algeria, Morocco. These are the best teams, countries, Cameroon in Africa, right? You are Nigerian. You would never wear it. Would you wear a Samuel Eto'o top?
Barcelona one?
No, Cameroonian one.
No. I would never wear any other African country's
That's
top.
my point.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone don't have that quality of players.
Yeah.
And Rudiger doesn't even play for Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
But his heritage is from Sierra Leone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? He's German. I would wear a German Rudiger shirt because Rudiger's my boy.
Yeah.
So I would wear that.
But he's a Chelsea player, former Chelsea.
Former.
Yeah.
And that's why I said.
But it's what I'm saying.
I would only wear, like, he's Real Madrid. Look at me.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are our brothers. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I couldn't wear a direct rival. Like, for example, like, I hear what you're saying. Rudiger played for Chelsea. Yeah. And I wouldn't have worn I would never wear a Chelsea jersey. I would never wear any other jersey. I've never worn a Premier League jersey of a club that's not mine. I've never, ever done that. So that takes that out of the way. But when you speak about individuals, I think that's when it gets a bit techy.
That's the thing. Like, I think there's special circumstances of everything. Because, for example, I do think I'd wear a Thierry Henry 98 hot top. I think I would wear a Thierry Henry.
I could never.
But you would wear Dennis Berg. It's the like
you said Holland.
Yeah, I said France though. I said France.
Okay, that's
I wouldn't
fair.
I would never wear Thierry Henry.
Yeah,
Arsenal
I couldn't.
Top. No, that's impossible. I'm talking about
okay, think of it.
Or for example, let's say, as I said, David Silva before he got there. Or okay, cool. Would you wear a Yaya Toure Barcelona top?
Nah. You see Yaya Toure, bro, yeah? Generally, I would probably wear... Yeah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I wouldn't. I just think about it because then I think, as an African, I wouldn't wear his Ivory Coast top. I would want the top.
Yeah.
Like, with me, I like to get signed shirts just because out of what they've done for the game.
Yeah.
And I love it, like, you know what I'm trying to say? But as a Man United fan, to wear Yaya Toure, knowing that, like, he was part of the problem and part of the reason why Man United stopped being successful. Yeah. I couldn't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, hey, you've dunked on us. Yeah. You know, I couldn't do that. Yeah. So I think for me, it comes down to, are you a direct rival of my club? Are you currently playing for that club? Yeah. Then if you are, then no way. Yeah. Also, if you're not a direct rival to my country, but like England, I wouldn't wear a Wales Gareth Bale top. You wouldn't? Nah. You would wear Wales. I wear a Real Madrid one.
So you wouldn't wear Wales Gareth Bale?
No, I couldn't. Because that's man's direct. Scotland, I wouldn't wear McTominay one.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't wear a Roy Keane's Irish top. I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't wear Roy Keane Ireland?
Nah, I wouldn't. I couldn't, bro.
No, so to be fair, no, I hear that. Ireland, the whole GB thing, yeah, no, I hear that. Like, it's tough, you know. This question. So you definitely. So for example, okay, you said the thing with Vieira front.
You know what's killing me? Cam's is proper trying to find a loophole.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not playing devil's advocate. Because for me, like, where I stand on this is, I would not wear a current player's national top. No way, a current rival's national top.
Yeah, I'd even ask you.
But there is exceptions for example, Thierry Henry, I would wear a Thierry Henry France top. You know, I would. And then, so there is some certain kind of, what's the rule? Exceptions to the rule that I would do for when it comes to the legends. Now, the part that I'm completely 50-50 on, not 50-50, but I don't know, is the players who became legends of rival clubs, but before they became legends. So, for example, as I said, the David Silva Valencia thing. Now, I don't think I'd wear David Silva Valencia, but I'm trying to think of some legends that I played, like Drogba Marseille. Like, would I not? I wouldn't wear Drogba Marseille.
But
I don't know. I might wear Drogba Marseille. I can't lie. I'll be honest. David Silva, because there's something about City that's so annoying because they're neighbours, and also how they came up when we declined. So there's something that's I got a distaste for them. But like Drogba Marseille, I think I would. Impossible. In Liverpool, no, Liverpool is not even.
You're done. Yeah,
Liverpool is not
done.
even.
Let me ask you, Archie. Archie's in the
back.
back, yeah, and if you can't hear him, we'll say what he says, yeah. Would you wear
Wayne Rooney England?
Wayne Rooney England.
Yes.
And why would you wear it?
I don't know, you know.
Exactly.
My initial answer was yes.
Yeah, see?
Because I think he didn't really do much for England. Nah, you know what? I'm going back and saying no.
Would you wear David Beckham? Because you've got to sign David Beckham jersey. Okay, so why would you wear David Beckham? Knowing that.
Beckham
Good one.
personally has gone beyond just football. That's like less. That feels like less of a rivalry. Whereas Rooney felt personal. Whereas Beckham never felt massively personal.
Can they hear this?
No, I don't know.
All right, so basically, Archie has said that he would wear Archie's an Arsenal fan. He said he would wear a David Beckham because he feels that Beckham is more than just football. It's an iconic step, and I hear that. I think there's certain players that are just like, like you said, an exception, right? But that's still a Man United legend.
Yeah, that's a Man United.
And that's when Arsenal and Man United were going head to head. Beckham was an integral part of that. That was his prime of his powers. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Maybe. Yeah.
I separate the two.
Would you wear a Rio Ferdinand England top? There we go.
No.
Hold on.
Yeah. Why not? Rio Ferdinand.
Would you wear a Rio Ferdinand England top?
No. Archie says no. Yeah, and because why? Why? Because he represents your rivals. You're that bro. You see rivalries, yeah? Remember, like, we was going to speak about Man City and Arsenal right now.
Yeah.
That last game that they had has just reignited whatever we thought was a little, it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
There's things being said. Now, I know when this is all said and done, you would never wear a Haaland jersey. Never. He just told you, Arteta, humble yourself, and threw the ball at Gabriel's head. Bro, it's just started a rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I love Vieira. I think he's an incredible player.
Yeah.
For what you've done, I could never wear.
If I couldn't wear Vieira, because I feel like I'm snaking Keane.
I'm snaking Keane. And you know you and Keane got a good relationship
you know
now.
what I'm saying?
You know what I'm trying to say? So it's what? Ian Wright.
Would you wear Ian Wright? Would you wear an Ian Wright England jersey? Or an Ian Wright Crystal Palace jersey?
Okay. Because of who Ian is, because I would take all the flack here.
Actually, Crystal Palace is a Prem team, so let me say England.
Yeah.
Would you wear Ian Wright? Because you wouldn't wear another Prem team's top.
No,
really.
I wouldn't.
So would you wear Ian Wright?
Yeah,
England.
I would.
There we go.
Do
you see what I'm saying?
But it's circumstantial. It's always circumstantial. Because Ian Wright, I think it's the same as what Archie said. Yeah. Ian Wright's more than football.
But is he? Ian Wright, he embodies Arsenal. Bro.
No, but he does.
He's still there.
He does, but
doing adverts.
No, but do you know what? You see with Ian Wright, yeah. I remember being a young black kid, yeah.
Okay.
And having Ian Wright as a poster of "I'm not here for nonsense."
Yeah.
And still being able to be respected as a elite goal scorer.
Yeah.
Won a Premier League, done it late in his career. So I think his journey, like, he reminds me of. Another story that I'm really in touch with is like Jamie Vardy's story. It's coming from nothing to something. That's why we all love Jamie Vardy. Even though he scored against all of our clubs, there's something about Jamie Vardy's story that we love. Then on top of that, they're elite goal scorers. So I think that's the reason why. And Ian Wright is someone that's unks, bro. Like you saw the love he showed to us. Like you get me? It's difficult for me to not be. Oh, what a question. So yeah, I would probably, that would be the one that people would be like, why are you wearing the Ian Wright jersey? And I'd be like, bro, it's deeper than that. Like it's deeper than just the football.
Whereas you wear Ian Wright vintage Arsenal jersey?
Never. That's a jersey that I would want to get signed. Yeah. But I would never wear it because
never wear it.
That time, it's just, remember, I'm gonna know what you're gonna say after this. I'm 33.
Yeah. Come on, continue.
Okay. I'm 33, yeah. So when I started watching football properly was like 97, 98. And that's when Arsenal won the league, innit?
Yeah.
I remember Anelka, I remember Vieira, I remember all of those players, and I remember, wow, this is the best team in England at the moment, right? Then we had to work hard. I remember all the games at Highbury and Old Trafford. Like there was a real rivalry. The reason why we hate Arsenal fans is because of that. So to then wear a jersey of a player, it has to be genuinely worth it. And Bergkamp, I wouldn't even wear his jersey, but I'd wear a Holland jersey because I remember '98 World Cup when we lost to Argentina. I wanted Holland to win so badly because I felt like Argentina were the team that we got robbed because of Simeone's antics. And that goal, but I was celebrating that. And I love Bergkamp as a football player. So yeah.
See, it's that's what I'm saying. With this, it's mad. Like, it's so circumstantial to the case because there's some that you would, there's some that you wouldn't. I don't know. It's a tough one because some people are just gonna be like, no, I will never wear any rivals. I mean, not in any instant.
All right, would you wear?
They'll just say they wouldn't.
I'm trying to think of a player that, because I was going to say Arjen Robben for a second, because Arjen Robben, even though at Real Madrid and at Chelsea, I think Chelsea was better than Real Madrid. Bayern Munich was when he was a different player. Would you wear a Bayern Munich Robben jersey?
Yeah.
And why would you wear that?
Because I don't see Arjen Robben as somebody that embodies Chelsea. You know what I mean? I just see him as...
Would you wear Kevin De Bruyne Wolfsburg jersey?
Impossible. I can't. He embodies Man City. That guy's going to get a statue outside the club.
But Wolfsburg, though?
No, but he's going to get a statue outside City.
But Wolfsburg...
Me walking around...
But you know...
Absolutely
blasphemous. You know that Kevin De Bruyne... When he was at Wolfsburg, the form is the reason why he's at Man City now. Like that was him cooking, right? And he come to Premier League and done a mad thing. It's got that Wolfsburg jersey has got absolutely nothing to do with Man City.
But that's the same with David Silva at Valencia.
So that means you would wear David Silva.
I wouldn't. No, I would not.
Oh, what's the stuttering about?
Hold on.
What's the stuttering about?
I would not wear a KDB or David Silva top at any club. No, I wouldn't. But this is a good one. Would you wear Cesc Fabregas for Spain?
Oh man.
See, this is the thing. There's certain players that I feel like just fall into a weird. But he played for Chelsea and Arsenal. But would you wear a Spain 2008 Cesc Fabregas top?
You've just made me think about everything I've said for the last half an hour.
And you've now doubted it.
Because Cesc Fabregas,
exactly what it does.
But do you know what? I couldn't, and I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
You know what?
Are you sure you wouldn't? Or are you just saying that?
No, mother's career. The reason why I wouldn't, even though he didn't mean it, he threw a pizza at Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
In his face. Yeah. Right in his noggin. Like he done that. So it's like there's history. Like Spain, we loved watching Spain, and even when England was knocked out of tournaments, you wanted Spain to win because it's like they playing the best football right now. Yeah. But then Cesc Fabregas, like you said, for Arsenal and for Chelsea, direct rival. If he didn't do what he did at Pizza, I probably would have.
You probably would have an exception.
I probably would have, innit? But I think I'm sticking to my reality and what's happened. I've never wore another country's jersey before, ever. Like I've always
never.
No, never.
As in, like, what do you mean never country's jersey?
Like I've never I've got a Kia Keys sent me a Holland jersey from when they won the
you never wore
Euros. No, but it's got Pinero on the back.
Oh, okay, cool. So no. So you've worn a national team, but not a name, not a name.
Okay, on the back, right? Because the jerseys look good, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think I could wear a Fabregas one. That's he threw a pizza at Alex Ferguson, bro. Like, there's just certain things you couldn't do. Like for example, Martin Keown. I could never wear a jersey. What you done to Van Nistelrooy?
Never.
Ashley Cole, I couldn't wear an Ashley Cole jersey either. Like you lot are part of a deeper hatred.
But see, the thing is, with the Spurs ones though, I don't include Spurs in this.
Now I don't
include Spurs. Like I would wear a I would wear a Van der Vaart top.
I would wear Belgium.
I would wear a Gareth Bale top.
I would wear
not Spurs Gareth Bale. I would wear a Real Madrid bell top.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd wear
that's what I said, yeah.
Wales maybe not, but I'd wear a Real Madrid.
I'd wear a Belgian Moussa Dembele top.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, because
Spurs I don't include them
because they're not really our rivals, but they are part of the bunch of teams that it was a top. It's still to this day. We got them. We got them next. It's a top game to watch in the Premier League, but it's not. There's no real history behind it in terms of like beef, or title. Like we lost the title to Spurs, or like we've lost the title to Chelsea. We've lost the title to Man City. We've lost the title to Arsenal. We've lost big games to Liverpool. So there's something there in it, but I think it's very circumstantial. I personally, like Real Madrid, even though we're saying all this and wearing Real Madrid jerseys, I look at Rudiger, like I said, it's different. Yeah,
there's some that will transcend, but then that's the thing. Obviously, you've got a lot of friends in football as well. So how does it work in terms of friendships? Is there like a line? Do you know where I'm coming from? Like in terms of friendships, like. Because honestly, if Deckers gave me a England rice top, I don't know, I might wear it, bro. I can't lie, I might wear it. Now, I wouldn't wear it out because I don't have time to explain to people, why are you wearing Declan Rice? I wouldn't do that. But, like, if I'm just you said you're having a watch party for England game, and Declan Rice gave me an England.
But all I'll do is take a picture and use it against you. I'll do a slight one.
I might. Got him. That's the thing, I might, because you're cool with the person.
Yeah, I think like I'm sure, most. Well, actually, let us know in the comments if there's anyone, or if you're listening to this as well. Let us know on our TikTok or whatever. There must be some people that support clubs. That their friends
play for a club.
Play against. So let's say, for example, you support Man United, but your best friend is John Stones. Now, John Stones is your good friend. You've known him for years.
There we go. I love this.
Do you wear John Stones' shirt because he's invited you to a final? And it might not even be against your team.
He's invited you to the box.
The box. And all of his family are wearing John Stones' jersey, but it's against, I don't know, let's say Arsenal in the Champions League final. But you support Man United. Do you wear that jersey? Let's say it's your friend. Do you wear that jersey?
Wow.
Because I know
I could not wear. I couldn't wear Man.
So you're the only one. Like he said to you, Cams.
Bro, I'll be like, bro, you're my brother. You should know me, bro. I can't.
I can't
wear
like Cams.
Man City top, bro.
You're my guy, bro. You've been there from the beginning. We trained together. You had an injury. You didn't make it, and I said I got you for life. It's now my first ever Champions League final. My mum's here. My wife's here. My kids are here. My dad's here. You have to be here. They're all wearing John Stones jerseys. Come on, man.
Do you know what's good? You want to ask a quick question? Because one of my closest friends is very close friends with Raheem Sterling, for example. And he's an Arsenal fan, but he always used to wear Liverpool gear because Raheem was sending it to him. And he would wear it in the box. Sterling, their tops. So, I mean, Liverpool and Arsenal not like that, well, they're becoming it, but like, you know, they're still rivals, but nah, I couldn't wear a City one. That's too far.
So you're going to tell your mate?
Nah, I'll tell him no. Yeah, I'll tell him no.
Fairs.
I'll tell him no. What about you?
Hell no.
You say no, that's what I'm saying. I'll tell him no.
Like, it just goes beyond, like, and then I know that, okay, cool. Let's say you lose the final.
Yeah.
Man, just wearing I'll just take that shit off.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that shit off.
And just walking around wearing your jersey. Nah, I couldn't. But it's an interesting question. It's an interesting question.
No, it is. It's a phenomenal question, and well done. I think that question, I could have been chatting for time,
bro.
Like we said, Cam said. Let us know in the comments as well.
Sorry, just a quick one. Yeah. So basically, when I asked my boy, so for example, two perfect examples. Yeah, Liez is Algerian. Liez has an Algerian Mahrez top. Mahrez is a City legend, pretty much. You know, kind of, he's a City great.
That taps into what we're saying, though. When we look at
niches,
when we look at England, France, Brazil, the nations that are considered the best teams in the world, right? They have year by year there are multiple top players that play for the club, right? Country, sorry. Mahrez is the poster boy for Algerian football, right? And he will be for a long time until someone else comes in, right? When you think of Mahrez, even no matter what club, you could be a die-hard rival, whatever, that man is the reason why you could potentially win anything, right? So I get the sentiment behind it. Similar to what you was basically saying.
Yeah.
Now, if Rudiger played for Sierra Leone, I would wear every single Rudiger jersey. Because you're like, outside of the club you played for, you're my guy.
It's like Korea fans with Son.
Yeah,
they are all Spurs fans now.
Yeah, literally.
Like, I'm not saying I'll convert club.
It's like Park Ji-sung, bro. When he was at United, bro,
Yeah.
the whole reason why we was doing our tours in South Korea was because of Park Ji-sung.
Yeah.
Like, he is a national hero. So that is a difference. There's a difference towards, like, we've had in England, it was split between Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, and Newcastle with Alan Shearer, right? Now, we hated Liverpool, we also hated Chelsea, and we also hated Arsenal. So, and it was vice versa. So nobody on planet Earth that was any of those fans would wear any of
Their
those
rivalries.
jerseys.
There's no reason to, because you have plenty of options.
And
as
also,
well.
there was also other players that played for the teams that couldn't even make the team. We're talking about your Nicky Butts. We're talking about your Lee Dixons.
Yeah.
Like Jody Morris. Like they couldn't play for England. But they were also part of the hate that each fan had.
Yeah.
So
and my boy is a Juve fan, right? So he's from Italy. He's a Juve fan. I asked him this question, and he was like, it's tough, because he was like, he would never wear like a Maldini, Totti, Nesta tops, but he would wear R9. And R9 played for Inter and Milan.
Yeah.
But he would, and he said that, and he wouldn't even wear a Zlatan Juve top, because Zlatan
played for everyone.
Not even that. Zlatan only acknowledges Milan now, pretty much. He doesn't really acknowledge Inter and Juve. So it just shows how much it comes down to the individual. Do you get where I'm coming from?
I think every single person would wear an R9 shirt. I think every single person. I also think every single person would wear a Ronaldinho shirt. I think that...
I think there's some people... That's what I think. I think Henry's in that boat. I think he transcends it.
Yeah, he does. But I just think Henry, like, again, that's someone who's just like... I speak of Henry
like he's
like
so
he played
Arsenal.
for my club.
He's so Arsenal.
Yeah, he is Arsenal.
Like,
but it's like, let's have it right.
He's Thierry, bro.
Like, he was an icon. He's an icon.
He's Thierry, and I'm just talking about his French kit. I'm not even talking about his Arsenal kit.
And you know what? A lot of people don't give him the respect that he deserves for France.
It's because he didn't really have big moments.
That's but I think in the Euros, when they won it, highest goal scorer.
Yeah, it was in group stage though, wasn't it?
But still, it's like Henry is
in the final, he was man of match though. He was good in the final. He didn't score, but he was good.
But my point is with Henry, I think like he's done everything in football, innit? Like everything, innit? Like whether or not you want to say he won a Champions League with Barcelona, still won it, right? And he is someone that, like, even though he's still fit, like, bro, put it this way. This is the best way to explain. When Henry came back and scored against Leeds,
I celebrated.
I got goosebumps and I celebrated.
Yeah, I celebrated.
Because it wasn't about Arsenal
It's
anymore.
different. No,
it's
no,
about
It's about the man. It's about
Henry.
the man.
I remember that number 12. Then I remember him again scoring against Sunderland.
Yeah.
I think that's the game that gave them the Champions League, that allowed them to play in the Champions League. Like, I'm a Man United fan, and I felt something,
bro. Nah, I still go back and watch it sometimes.
Goosebumps.
It's emotional, bro.
Goosebumps.
It's emotional. It's not even my team, bro.
So I think Henry could be, you know, he could be the little, you know what I mean? Like, he might get a little, and he was number 12 for France, innit?
Yeah.
I might get a little.
Not even a 14. Hey, listen, let's leave that to the people anyway. I want to know what you guys think. I remember I asked him 3 questions. Think about the 3 questions that I asked. What would you guys do in them positions? They're players that are exceptions to the rule. Are you just straight, you'll never do it? Are you okay with it? And this actually all stemmed from, I saw something which was about 3 in the pre-season, which I think was kind of foul, but I didn't think they should be like putting on the internet. Basically, it was the pre-season Emirates Cup, and some lady, I think it was wearing a Foden England top to the game, but she's an Arsenal fan. And everyone, they took a picture and were like, fuck off, like, game's gone type thing. So then, I don't know why, it just hit me yesterday. It just came to me yesterday, and I was like, let me ask this question. Like,
good question.
So that's where it stems from. But yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think. Let us know, man, because I'm actually looking forward to seeing people's responses.
100%.
Okay, I've got a question. All right. I had to summon it in last second.
Yeah.
I think you should get this one.
Okay.
Can you name me the top 10 foreign goal scorers in Premier League history?
Aguero.
Yep.
Luis Suarez.
Nope.
No way.
Nah. And you got 2 minutes. It's 10 past 2 right now.
Oh, okay. Giroud.
Nope.
Damn. Foreign goal scorers. Wow. Van Nistelrooy.
Nope.
Haaland.
Nope.
What? In Premier League history?
Yep.
Thierry Henry.
Yes.
Wow. Dwight York?
Dwight York, yes. He is number 8. Thierry Henry's number 2. Aguero's number 1.
So you're saying Suarez ain't in there?
Nope.
Not Eric Cantona.
Nope.
Wow. Some of the midfield players?
There is no midfield players. One's a winger. No, 2 are wingers.
Van Persie?
Yep. Number 4.
Mohamed Salah?
Yep. Number 3.
30 seconds. Oh, wow. So how much have I got?
You've got Henry, Aguero, Salah, Van
Torres?
Persie. No. And you said York. You got 5.
Drogba?
Nope.
Damn.
20 seconds.
This is tough. I'm going to be pissed, innit?
Yeah, you're going to be pissed.
This is always difficult, man.
To be fair, it starts getting a little bit harder. But I thought you'd get 9 of them.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. So you got 5 out of 10 this week. So the order is Sergio Aguero, Thierry Henry, Mohamed Salah, Van Persie, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Robbie Keane. Now that's the one I didn't expect you to get. I didn't expect you to get Robbie Keane. Nicolas Anelka, Dwight York, Son, and Lukaku. This is the ones. So that's 5 out of 10 for Harry this week. He's pissed. That's another episode of Inside Scoop. Look out for next week. Look out for next week. These will make sense. We're out.
What's going on, people? Troops TV back again, like our blood clot again, you understand? Match reaction time, you get me? Obviously, a lot of you jumped into my live when it was 2-1, when it was 2-2. I didn't see you at 3-2 or 4-2, you get me? Arsenal back to winning ways, blood, you understand? Arsenal 4, Leicester City 2. Now, brother, why do we make everything difficult, bro? Why do we have to do everything the hard way, bro? We can't just do it nice and easy, nice and simple. Because this Arsenal Football Club, we got to make it difficult on ourselves, blood. You get me? The first half, it was a boring first half, let's be real. We was in total control. It was so boring that I fell asleep in the watch-along for about 2-3 minutes, bro. You get me? And then when I woke up at the right time. I woke up to see the second goal, you get me, being assisted by Gabby Martinelli, who got the first goal, you get me. MDL, Martinelli, Defense League, rise up, blood. Yeah? Wanna rise up, blood. Yeah? Because all them haters that been downplaying Martinelli, he's finished, he's rubbed, he's washed, he only had 1 good season. You see? Now look at him, blood. You understand? Man City, great performance, assist. Tottenham before that, great performance. Didn't get no assists or goals. Today, got a goal and his assist. He should have got more goals as well, blood. You get me? Because he should have scored before that. He had that first chance on his left foot, but he kind of just like, he kind of rushed it, innit? You get me? He just swung at it. He didn't really keep his composure. But that goal that he took was a very composed finish, bro. You get me? For someone that's like been on a bad run of form and his confidence ain't really there, he took that finish very well, bro. You get me? Then he put it on a plate for Leandro Bloodclot Trossard. You get me? The first Leicester goal had me absolutely fuming, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it had me rattled, bro. Because if Kai just attacks that ball, that goal don't happen, bro. You get me? He allows them to run from behind him, in front of him. There's 2 of them, bro. Because there's Ndidi and the guy that actually gets his head on the ball. It bounces in off Kai, deflects. Raya's going one way, ball goes the other way. 2-1. They're back in the game, and they deserved it, bro. Because the first few minutes of the second half, we were still in the changing room, bro. You get me? They came out, were showing intensity, were showing passion. There was urgency in their play. We had none of that, bro. You get me? The only time we kind of had urgency in our play and started to play and I started to play with intensity was when it went 2-2, blood. You get me? And even that second goal, like, I've looked at the goal again. At first, I was like, it's a banging goal, blood. And I still stand by that it was an absolutely out of this world finish from Justin. But Calafiori has to do better defensively. He gets attracted to the ball. There's 2 Leicester players on the attack, but then we have Gabriel and Saliba in there, in the box, who can deal with those 2 players. So I don't know why Calafiori is being attracted to the inside of the defense, blood. He needs to have a look on his shoulder, and he would have seen Justin making a beeline for the box, and he would have been able to stop that shot, blood. You get me? Because Trossard saw him and tried to track him, but he was ahead of Trossard. Trossard weren't catching him. You get me? And at that point, I feared for the worst, bro. I thought this was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, bro. It was absolutely embarrassing, because how the fuck are you 2-0 up at home against Leicester City, bro? We're not 2-0 up against Liverpool, City. You get me? There's no other teams that I really rate in the league apart from them 2, blood. You get me? It's not like that, bro. It's piss poor Leicester, championship side, bro. You get me? Holy for Tottenham rejects in their midfield, blood. Harry Winks and fucking Oliver fucking Tramp twist skip, blood. You get me? And it was terrible at that point, bro. You get me? Because Leicester were really creating. They were coming into the game. They were dominating the game. And we were just playing the absolute clowns, bro. You get me? But we made a few changes. Ethan came on off the bench, and he looked absolutely like a live wire, bro. He came on like he had a point to prove. He had intensity in his game. He had urgency in his game. And you get me? I think when he came on, the tide started to turn. Saka puts in the cross, bang. Leandro Bloodclot Trossard, second goal of the game. And then Killer Bloodclot Kai, making up for his error in the first goal for Leicester City by getting himself a goal, 4-2, sealing the victory. You understand? We closed the gap with City. But now that equalizing goal last week, it kind of stings a little bit more now, blood. You get me? Because we could have been top, a few points clear. But, you know what I mean? We're going to have to wipe our mouth and just move on and get on with it, blood. You know what I mean? We're back to winning ways. That's the main thing. PSG on Tuesday. Let's get that win in the Champions League now and get our Champions League campaign really up and running, blood. You get me? But you understand? A bit of a boring performance in the first half. Second half, we raised our game. Well, we raised our game when it went to 2-2, blood. Before then, we were dog shit. But it's good to see that the team go until the end. You get me? They don't give up. They keep playing until the end. They don't change their style of play or philosophy. They keep going. And then, you understand, we managed to break them down and get that vital goal, blood. You get me? But you don't know the vibes. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Troops. And I'm out, blood.
I can't see it, so there's no button, guys. I haven't got a button.
I thought we wouldn't have a problem with you, Rebecca. I thought that we would be the problem technology-wise. Rebecca could be on It's Called Soccer shorter than Liz Truss was as Prime Minister.
Well, you were at Valencia.
Gary, where are you?
I'm at home. You've never been here, Philip. You're a distant remote brother.
I read yesterday that you nearly died on a plane. Is that true?
Not really, no.
I keep reading that you fainted, you've had seizure. Honestly, you don't tell me these things.
Rumours of his death have been greatly exaggerated.
Your accent's changed, Phil, from when you were younger.
I thought that.
To be honest with you, if that was a pass to Martinelli, then he probably should have been yellow carded for the inaccuracy of the pass. It was.
Gary, you not got any tattoos?
It was going to be a lion and a devil.
From the very first moment I addressed the team, I was just obsessed.
It very much feels now like, you know, Arsenal are right on the shoulder of Manchester City.
Arsenal have really got under Manchester City's skin.
And they just decked it out in Portland Timbers gear with Neville on the shirts, and this was before I'd even interviewed.
So basically, if you want Phil Neville to work for you, put a bit of free merchandise in his room and you...
Welcome everybody to episode 2 of It's Called Soccer. Last week we were in Carragher's bar in New York City. This week we're all at home, although it looks like Jamie is still in the bar. I mean,
this was originally, I must say, a computer room for my son, a spare bedroom. So we put a little Liverpool theme on it with "You'll Never Walk Alone" for him. But when you say it, it's got more of me son. It's got a Wigan shirt of my son here, a picture with me and the kids on at Anfield and lifting the FA Cup. So it's more of a shine to the kids, actually. There's a boot from Messi when we were mates, when we were still friends, up there. And there's actually an England shirt there from '66 where all the players have signed, obviously a long time ago.
That Champions League, that Champions League trophy looks a little bit rusty.
I know that's not from 2005. That's from 1984. That one, I think.
What, did you nick it?
Well, I haven't paid for anything in here.
Gary, what have you been up to? We saw you with some American friends last week.
Ooh,
yeah,
American friends.
Yeah, I went to Birmingham and Wrexham. I had a really good night. It was enjoyable. Actually, obviously, I've watched a lot of League Two football. I've watched obviously a lot of Premier League football, and you see a bit of Championship. League One's probably the one league, and obviously I've been used to the non-league football in England because of Salford came through non-league for many years. It's probably the one league that I've never really watched many games of at all. So to actually go to a League One game, I thought Birmingham were a really high standard. They were really good. Wrexham obviously have got a big story at the moment with obviously McElhenney and Reynolds. McElhenney was at the game. Obviously Tom Brady was there alongside obviously the ownership group of Birmingham. So obviously a big game in the US, a big game obviously I think Sky covered the game over here in England, and yeah, I was happy to go along. David Beckham was there as well, so it was a good night.
Well, I've been away. Okay, shall I update you on what I've been doing? I've been away.
Oh,
Rebecca,
sorry, you've had a fan fest, Rebecca, haven't you?
This is like one-way street. Yeah, I've been at the fan fest. Thanks for asking, chaps. Yeah, we did a massive fan fest. Ended up being the biggest fan fest we've ever done in Chicago. 2 days, Lincoln Park, Chicago. I think it was like 9,000 on the first day, 7,000 on the second day. Gorgeous, sunny on Saturday. Peed with rain all day Sunday. If you've seen any of the pictures, it's incredible. Everyone just got their ponchos on. Nobody left. Massive mud bath like Glastonbury for the Arsenal game. And you know what? It was like kind of in the rain. It was kind of better. It was kind of more romantic. It was like this is a little bit of English football right here in Chicago, and the American fans have the best time. Everyone drinks Guinness from like 6 o'clock in the morning. They're still there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no misbehaviour. Wow. It's amazing.
That might change in a couple of weeks, that, Rebecca, because I'm actually in Chicago. So is there a big Liverpool following over there? Is there a Liverpool bar I can get the Guinness? I'm actually there for the marathon. My wife's running the marathon there.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
No, you'll find Jamie. You'll find loads of Liverpool bars. There'll be tons. It's massive there.
Your wife's been running a marathon for the last 15 years with you. And Rebecca, just quickly, Rebecca, you said that there was no sort of misbehaviour in Chicago at the fan fest, and they were drinking Guinness from 6 o'clock in the morning. When I came on the screen to do the NBC cross, everyone started singing "Gary Neville, you're a wanker."
They did. It was amazing. It was the first time. First of all, I don't think anyone uses that word in America ever until they see you.
Or on podcasts.
I know. I'd never heard anything like it. It was hilarious. I was there doing this live two-way with Gary, and it's very serious. I had 20 minutes until kick-off of the game or whatever it was. And as he starts talking, they're like either they're booing or they're chanting what Gary just said. Honestly, thank God you heard it though, because it would have been, that would have been embarrassing. But
how can I upset people in Chicago? I mean, I've been to Chicago twice in my life. I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it?
I'm a bit concerned.
Well, you've never been to Liverpool, and you know what they think of you there.
You're coming over in 2 weeks to do the actual show, the big show. So
I know.
We'll get you some security.
I look forward to it.
All right, chaps. Couple of days on from the massive one on Sunday, Man City 2, Arsenal 2. You were both there. I know you've talked about it a lot on British TV, but couple of days on now. Jamie, should we start with you? What would you say is your big reflection on the game and everything that happened?
I would say the big reflection is the fact that Arsenal have really got under Manchester City's skin. I think in the past, the first season they went for the title, I don't think Manchester City saw them as a threat at all. I think they always felt they would win the title. I think last season was what you would call a real title race, but City always felt like they had the number. But I think on the back of that game and the way Arsenal went about it, which is different to how City play and how they go about certain situations, even if they're down to 10 men,
I think when you listen to some of the quotes from some of the Manchester City players, Bernardo Silva mentioning Liverpool getting a little dig in at Arsenal, the fact Arsenal haven't won anything big yet. I think Akanji coming out and saying he's very confident Man City will still go on to win the league. You can just see they're starting to get under the skin. And listen, that's credit to Arsenal, and that's what we want to see. And I said at the end of the game, me and Gary were on commentary duties, that I can't wait for the return, and I actually hope that they get each other again in a domestic cup competition or maybe the Champions League, because I feel like this is a rivalry that's going to continue for the next few years, whether Pep stays or not, because I think Manchester City will always be there. But I think what Mikel Arteta's building there now, there's a real togetherness, a real spirit within the team, and I think they're going to fight Manchester City and maybe Liverpool, hopefully, for every trophy over the next 2 or 3 years.
Gary?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Cara. It was a loving a little bit before sort of the previous games, because obviously the managers have worked together, and I think that what's happened now on Sunday is that basically that fixture's ignited. And irrespective of what we hear from the managers in the next press conferences about the fact they respect each other, which I'm sure they do, the players now are at each other, and there is definitely a sort of, if you like, a bite about it, and it needed to come to life. I think that, you know, we've in the past hunted teams down at Manchester United, but I remember when I retired from Manchester United in 2011, and City were getting closer to us. It felt like you knew they were getting closer to us. And I think Jurgen Klopp had to do that with City over a period of a few years when he was sort of climbing that mountain to get close. It very much feels now like, you know, Arsenal are on the sort of cusp and on the brink and right on the shoulder of Manchester City. The last giant step to go past them is the hardest one, but what they do have is a confidence. I mean, the admiration I have for Arsenal on Sunday, doing what they did, to come back from one. I mean, City were absolutely unbelievable in that first 15 minutes. Some of the football that they played was outstanding. So to come back and be 2-1 up at half-time was in itself brilliant. Then to actually hang on in there for what was 52 minutes of the second half, with obviously 10 men, Trossard getting sent off. It just, I think, will give them such belief that they've got this sort of, you know, people talked, I mean, I called them, I didn't say bottle it 2 years ago, but there was definitely they crumbled in the home run, in the sort of, if you like, the running, and they definitely fell short mentally. This is a different proposition now. They are a mentally strong team. They're playing title-winning football. They've got concentration and focus that is at a really high level. And City and Arsenal are going to go head-to-head this season, and it's going to be close again. But I like the idea, like Cara said, that it's ignited, and it's now really what would be a sort of a game that we would expect at the top of the Premier League. We want those scuffles, we want those fights. It's more difficult for referees, I know, but generally we need that in the sort of commentary box. We want that friction between the managers, between the teams and on the touchlines.
One of the big stories that's come out, Gary, of the game, we saw Rodri go off injured, and it does now look like it's an ACL with possible out for the rest of the season. How significant is that?
Oh, it's terrible, obviously, for Rodri. Terrible for City. We know how important he is. They win when he plays. And when he doesn't play, there's a far greater chance of them losing. We know that. The statistics don't lie. It's a massive blow. It will give Arsenal a big boost. But, you know, I was thinking earlier on today when I first heard the news, obviously it's not been fully confirmed yet, but it probably will be. You know, I was thinking, what will Pep Guardiola have up his sleeve? You know, you think of a man who put Mascherano at centre-half for Barcelona, a man who's put sort of, if you like, players into different positions that we would never have expected as a manager. And I was thinking, who is he going to put in there? How is he going to play to compensate for the loss of this probably talisman type figure? I think of only Haaland probably that you could take out of the City team that would damage them as much as Rodri. I know De Bruyne is there, I'm not ignoring him, but I think if you were Arsenal and you can take one player out of the City team, because they've not lost Alvarez, you'd take Haaland out probably number one, you'd probably take Rodri out number two. I don't know whether Cara would agree with that. But I think that looking at, you know, does John Stones become Rodri for the next 6 months? He'll be working on that already, Pep Guardiola. He won't just sit back and do nothing. I can't see him just doing the ordinary.
The problem with losing Rodri is not just the quality, is the fact that he almost plays every game and every minute of every game. And what that does then is put huge pressure on someone like Kovacevic, who he's not used to playing every single week of every single minute, and he picks up injuries. So it's a knock-on effect of not just your best player getting injured. Players who are not used to playing every single game will have to play more now, so they'll end up picking more injuries up as well. So that's the first problem. I think the second problem is when you lose a player of that figure, and we only have to look at players in the past who have such a huge influence on teams. I think of Roy Keane one season, I think doing his ACL at Leeds, and I think that was the season when Arsene Wenger and Arsenal went on to win the double, I think in '98. I think of Liverpool a few years ago with Virgil van Dijk, he'd done his ACL very early in the season, and I actually believe Liverpool would have gone on and won the title that season because City had actually started really poorly. Liverpool had started really well, lost Van Dijk, then lost 2 other centre-backs because they were asked to play more than what they were capable of, which was Joe Gomez and Joel Matip. So Liverpool ended up having Jordan Henderson and Fabinho at the back because of the situation at centre-back, and then obviously Man City go on and win the league. But I've always felt Man City got the edge on Arsenal. I now feel with Rodri being out, if he is out for the season, I think this makes it a real 50-50 season now about who's going to win the title.
In terms of how difficult it is to replace him, before they lost the FA Cup final against United in May, Rodri, had gone 74 games unbeaten for City. So, as you say, he's got to sort out personnel, he's got to sort out possibly a change of system as well. It's unbelievable statistic. Let's welcome in now former referee Christina Uncle for Ref Watch, who's going to be with us all season long and just go through some of those biggest moments and just get your take, Christina. Lovely to see you as always. We're going to get your take on the Trossard red card, the Kyle Walker incident for the Calafiori goal. But I want to start by